Munții Carpați au fost din nou vizibili din capitală. Imaginile rare au fost surprinse de un fotograf de la etajul unei clădiri înalte din piața Universității. Bucegii pot fi uneori văzuți din București datorită reflexiei luminii în anumite condiții atmosferice, în funcție de densitatea aerului. Condițiile care favorizează apariția acestui fenomen sunt de asemenea aerul rece și cerul senin. Nu e prima dată când munții Bucegi au putut fi admirați din București. Acest fenomen a avut loc și în alți ani, iarna sau toamna.
Really? Because as far as I remember during my time in school, the official narrative was that this kind of phenomenon is possible due to the atmosphere acting like a lens and magnifying objects. Now, the narrative changed. It's a reflection. But let's make some calculations to see why is that so. We can reduce all of this to a simple geometry problem. We have the r being the radius of the Earth. We have the capital D that stands for the distance between the observed object and the point of observation. The small d stands for the drop due to the curvature of the Earth. We can form a rectangular quadrilateral here. Then we have this right-angled triangle to which we can apply the theorem of Pythagoras. That means that the radius of the Earth square equals our distance square plus the difference between the radius and the drop square. If we solve this equation, we will conclude that the drop due to the curvature of the Earth equals r minus the square root of the sum between the radius of the Earth square and the distance of observation squared. Now we will introduce these measurements into an Excel model, and we have the radius 6,371 kilometers and the distance between Bucharest and this mountain ridge, that is 170 kilometers. We will transform these two into meters. Therefore, we found out that our drop in the curvature of the Earth at this distance is 2,268.5 meters. Now the question arises, is it possible to see these mountains from the city of Bucharest? Well, the tallest peak is Mount Moldovanu, which stands at 2,544 meters. So yes, we will be able to see this mountain, but only the top of it. This will appear also inclined to a certain angle, again due to the curvature of the Earth. But this is not what we see in this picture. We can clearly see the entire mountain ridge. So where is it? This is not a mirage. This is not an optical illusion. Mirages are of two kinds, inferior or superior, and always appear upside down, either above or below the observed objects. Also, all the experiments regarding mirage are made with an object that is in direct line of sight. Here we are talking about an object that is obstructed by the curvature of the Earth. The light will have to be severely bent. This is impossible. If the atmosphere will interact in such a way with the light, we will see distortions in the image because the atmosphere is not a perfectly clear lens. This is not the case. I challenge every optical physicist to come public and to explain this phenomenon, but this will not happen because they will make a fool of themselves and destroy their career. This is not possible. There is no mathematical explanation, no physical explanation, no scientific explanation for what we are seeing here. None. So what is it? What is this? The only logical conclusion would be that the Earth is flat between Bucharest and the Carpathian Mountains, but this would create further complications since the speed of rotation at this parallel is close to 1,200 kilometers per hour. The wind currents in this area would be so severe that no form of life would survive there. What is this? What is going on in this world?